The Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast.
I was looking through old emails that I haven't read. I got an email from last week where Sharyn was having ideas for the show.
Thanks for checking my email. That was important.
Well, I did check it just about a week too late. Anyway, one of the topics that she had wanted to discuss on the show was... is Jesus hot or not? Science confirms that he is. And she'd found a photo of a Jesus movie they were making on the internet, and the actor playing Jesus was hot. So therefore, her scientific evidence was that Jesus was a mega babe.
Jesus was a mega babe. I mean, he must have been doing Britney Spears, regime sit-ups to get those abs. And he was definitely fasting.
He would definitely be...
He was.
Shredding.
That's how he keeps...
Jesus is shredding for Lent.
Yeah, he was shredding. He was shredding for Lent and looking back. But even his biceps were big.
Jesus spent...
And he looked like he was doing the squat challenge as well. He had a hot ass body.
So
he would have looked mean with a Heath Ledger man bun.
He spent 40 days shredding for Lent before R&V, and then when he got to R&V, he just smuggled in heaps of Kiwi Blue bottles of water, turned them all into wine, and Jesus' campsite became the sickest campsite at R&V.
Only thing that I've got to say about Jesus is I'm not really a goatee girl, so he's kind of like he's kind of like a butterface because he's real hot. He's real hot apart from his face. But I like his long hair.
This is becoming sacrilegious. Coming up in the podcast.
No, I'm not being sacrilegious.
You keep on saying that, but it's a bit dodgy. I guess religious people should be stopped.
I'm not saying anything bad about what he did.
Yeah, no,
I'm just judging his appearance.
And in a positive way.
I'm sure he would do the same for me.
Coming up in the podcast, Rhys Darby interviews and many other awesome things.
Many other awesome things.
Praise
including
the
a story
Lord.
about the banana apocalypse. Very interesting
It's a
stuff.
real thing, guys.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. Edge. Guy, Sharyn and Clint's awesome apologies.
I'm sorry!
Clint mentioned before that he had something that he wanted to apologise for.
I do.
And can I take a stab in the dark of what you're going to apologise for?
Yes.
Are you going to apologise for your terrible karaoke on the weekend?
No, I love my... No.
Your karaoke was hilarious because you were clearly in a really great headspace, and you even started doing spins and stuff. Like as soon as you know how when someone does a speech and they get their first laugh, then they just put their speech down and just go completely off topic.
Yeah, they get so excited.
He got his first woo from the crowd, and so he just turned into Usher, and he started doing full-on spins and points and pulling his hair back. It was incredible.
It was genuinely one of the best nights of my life.
Actually, I've got some audio of it to share, so I would like to share it with everybody. So,
No, what happened to the karaoke bar stays at the karaoke bar.
it most definitely does not. Play it.
Oh, God.
His eyes are shut here.
You almost got that note, bro.
Wait.
Okay, that's enough.
And the thing is that Clint got such a good reaction to that song from all the drunk people in the karaoke bar that he then went back and about 4 songs later and he sung another Usher song.
So that's where my apology actually comes in. So I was fizzing off the reaction. I was lapping it up, so I put my name down again. You got to wait a long time for your song to come around. Finally came around, and it was time to do Confessions Part 2. And I got up and I took the stage, and the crowd were peaking. They're like, Clint's back. And then this drunk woman stumbles on stage, grabs the other microphone, and upstages me. So I would like to apologise during Awesome Apologies for pushing a woman off the karaoke stage.
There was an actual look of anger on his face.
Are you actually sorry about this?
I'm absolutely sorry.
You're glad you pushed her off. She stole your limelight.
I was videoing this moment, and his eyes, his whole face just turned stone cold anger. And then he goes on the mic, Sharyn, get that mic! So I had to get the other mic, and he just pushed his chick off the stage. I thought that you were going to apologise for the fact that you were supposed to sing Kenny Rogers' part of Islands in the Stream with me, and then you got up, and when it was your turn to sing, you go, I don't know this song, and dropped the mic, and then some random dude had to come and help me sing the song.
Okay, I'm sorry for that too. Anyway,
You're terrible.
That is my apology out of the way. I feel
it wasn't very sincere.
Well...
Apologise for your karaoke and apologise for playing the karaoke to people on the radio.
Oh, sorry for all that stuff. Sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Jaden, what would you like to apologise for?
Hey, I'm here to apologise to Jimmy because at Wild Foods he came up and started groping my missus in front of me and he had a mask on, so punched him in the face, and then he freaked out until it took his mask off, and I realised who it was.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. So this was one of your
Big
friends.
joke. Yeah.
Oh, no.
But it still doesn't make it
Sorry,
okay. Just because he's your mate doesn't mean he can grope your missus.
Yeah.
All right,
I
no,
feel like he deserved it.
No, it was a good laugh afterwards.
What
Yeah.
sort of mask was this weird groper wearing?
Oh, like a big red thing, and like a big old one. I just thought it was something strange.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thanks, Jaden.
Guys, Sharyn and Clint's awesome apologies.
I'm sorry.
Your chance on a Monday to clear the air and use the radio for good and say sorry to someone who deserves it.
We've got Chris on the line right now. Chris, who would you like to apologise to?
I'm gonna say sorry to my mate Sid for being such a douche sometimes, and I can't believe I'm on air. My God, my dream comes true.
Chris, did you just make up an apology so that you could get on air?
Yes,
Oh,
and my mate Monique.
Chris, welcome to the radio show, mate. Good
Shout
to
out
have
to
you here.
Monique.
Yeah.
So basically,
Oh, thank you so much.
That's all right.
basically, Chris, you just rang up to waste our time.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
now you've
I'm
got
sorry
no-
for wasting. Yeah, I'm sorry for wasting you guys' time.
Oh, there you go. There's an apology. We'll take it.
We've got nothing important going on, mate. Anytime.
Thanks, Chris. We appreciate the phone call. Hold the line. We're going to hook you up with our must-have CD this week, okay?
Is that how you win a prize
Thank
from
you
us?
so much.
Yeah, well, because I just like that it was his dream to be on our show. Good on him.
Guy, you want to apologise for something, mate?
I want to apologise to the city of Wellington and specifically Jared for ripping into him because I'm sick and tired of hearing that Karori is the biggest suburb in the Southern Hemisphere. That's not a statistic. That's not a thing. Also, the other one that really pees me off is that the Basin Reserve is the biggest roundabout in the world. Again, who claims to have the biggest roundabout in the world? That is not a thing, Wellington. You don't be proud of that.
I think it's a cool achievement, having the biggest suburb and the biggest roundabout.
It's not even a roundabout. It's a cricket stadium. For God's sake,
It's
it
still-
pees me off.
It's a beautiful
Also,
roundabout.
I don't actually apologise for anything. Also, the windwhirler. I like a lot of things in Wellington, but the windwhirler sucks.
What's the windwhirler?
It's a stick that sticks out of the ground and pisses out a bit of water every so often. If you live in Wellington, you'll know what I'm talking about. It costs $500,000.
Wow. Well, Wellington are probably not sorry that they don't want to have you in their town anytime soon. Jeez. We've got Alice on the line. Who would you like to apologise to?
I'd like to apologise to my relay team at Nationals that I had in the weekend because
Yeah.
I dropped the baton.
Is it pretty much an automatic loss if you drop the bet and like you're not catching up from that, are you?
Well, I caught up, sort of, but then we still lost.
So you're disqualified if you drop it?
No, we didn't.
No, you just lose too much time.
Oh, bad
Yeah,
luck.
yeah.
Yeah, bad luck next time.
Were they nice
Thanks.
to you afterwards, though, Alice?
Yeah, they were.
Oh, that's good. Oh, you poor thing. I hate being the person that drops the baton.
Thanks for your apologies today, and to Guy for his non-apology, I suppose. It's
Apology, rant, same thing?
yeah.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. Edge.
Reece Darby is back in the country soon to tour the country on his Mr. Adventure tour, and on Friday we put a wee call into him like this.
Hello.
Hello, is this Reece?
Yeah.
Hello, it's Guy, Sharyn and Clint here from The Edge. We're ringing to have a sweet interview with you.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Hey, whoa.
Reece, you didn't sound... Reece, it's Guy Williams here. You didn't sound enthusiastic about that at all.
Hey, Guy.
we appreciate...
What's happening? Woo! Interview time.
Yeah.
You did know that we were calling, right? This isn't out of the blue.
Who is this?
When I say interview, you say time. Interview.
Oh, yes.
Time. Interview.
Time.
I'm going to do my professional interview introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the... Wait, we haven't even asked Reece if he's keen to do this. Reece, are you okay to do this interview?
Yeah, right, quickly.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the studio, all the way from Los Angeles, California, the wonderful Reece Darby! Yay!
Oh, thank you. Thanks, everyone.
So good
What an honour.
so good to have you on the show, Reece. And how is everything in LA?
Good. Yeah, the weather's really picking up now.
What are you doing?
Still needs a lot of work. The roads, they don't put enough money into the roads here.
What are you doing there? Like, what's on the agenda?
Oh, just trying to get some, work done on the roads, mainly. Just trying to get this place, shape ship.
Reece,
Ship shape, is it?
yeah, one of the two. Reece, we've got you on the phone, mate, because we are gearing up for your big tour of New Zealand, your big Mr. Adventure tour of the whole country. Are you excited about that?
Very excited. Yeah, this is the biggest tour I've done.
Are you going to so many different places in New Zealand, Reece, because you just want to get away from America for as long as possible?
Yeah, that's a little bit of it. Yeah, just keep that under your hats. But the more time I get to spend at home, the better. You know, I mean, I miss it so much. And I've done a bit of touring of New Zealand before, and I just really enjoy getting to those small towns all over the South Island and North Island.
Hey, Reece.
And having people come out of of the woodwork, you know, and they're all so gracious and they enjoy it, and it's just a good feeling all round.
Do you actually enjoy it, though? Because I'm going to call BS on this. I've done 2 national tours, and I'm like, I do not want to go to Blenheim again.
Well, I'd like to announce my new show in Blenheim.
Hey! Well, there is a difference between you, Guy, and Reece. The fact is that people actually want to come and see Reece, and he sells out shows.
Reece, what do you do when you go to...
You're not getting a very good response, are you?
Not in Blenheim, anyway. What
have you done there?
They're my mortal enemy. Being from Nelson, every town in New Zealand obviously has to have a rival,
okay.
and I hate Blenheim with all the passion in my heart.
Oh, that's a shame.
Pretty much everybody knows who you are, because if you're not telling jokes or on a TV show, you're selling mobile phones. But what is the most annoying thing that your fans always get you to do when they meet you?
My fans, they're not that bad. You know, they don't get me to... There's no, sort of Murray impressions or...
There's none of those?
There's no, can you sign my cell phone or anything like that. It's just...
How often do you
they like me to do the robot, and I always do the robot every show. I manage to squeeze him in there somewhere. I do an impression of robotic men from the future. Also, the dinosaur stuff, they like me to do sound effects. But apart from that, I mean, they just want to get a photo with me, and it's all about seeing me, when it is, because I mean I haven't toured for 2 years now. I didn't tour last year, so it's about connecting with the guys again and seeing them. I haven't really done much on TV over the last year or so hopefully it'll be a nice chance for everyone to come out and see how I'm getting on.
It's funny you say that about your fans, because our boss Leon is your most psycho #1 fan, and I said to him, I was like, have you got any questions you want me to ask Reece? And he goes, ask Reece how his robot is and get him to do a robot impression.
See, that's all I want. That's what they're after.
There he is.
He'll be a very happy man now.
Just found our highlight. Yep, good.
Because have you called it the Mr. Adventure Tour, Reece? Because apparently your new goal in life is to go on adventures, and you've been going to do a whole lot of different things. What's the next thing you're going to do?
Well, I have been on a few adventures over the last few years, and I've been lucky. Most of them have been sort of opportunities that have come up, and I've taken them and enjoyed them. Another one's come up this year after doing that whole Kilimanjaro thing last year. This year, I got contacted about Everest, and of course, the first thing I did was laugh at that. I said, "There's no chance. I'm not a mountain climber. I barely made it up Kilimanjaro. It nearly killed me." They said, "No, it's just a base camp, and it's with 6 other comics, and it's Save the Children, fantastic charity." So I thought, well, I tell you what, I'll give it a crack.
Wow! So when are you going to climb Mount Everest?
That's October. So this whole adventure tour is really my training, because I tell you what, my stand-up really takes it out of me, because I do a lot of physical stuff. So
good endurance.
I guess the next few months of touring will be my sort of physical training to get up to base camp.
Reece, thanks so much for talking to us. We really appreciate you giving up your time, and we can't wait to see you back in New Zealand for the Adventure Time tour. Reece Darby, ladies and gentlemen!
Hey guys, before I go, I've just got to announce these new dates. I've got an extra show in Auckland.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
hit us with it.
May 10th.
Yes.
And extra show in Nelson, May 22nd.
Woo, Nelson!
Amazing.
Yeah, and your favourite place, Guy, Blenheim.
Oh no!
Oh, you weren't joking about Blenheim?
Yeah, I'm doing a show there. This is a new announcement. Blenheim, May 19th.
Wow!
You can get your ticket direct or Ticketmaster, whoever he is.
And all the details to see Reece on his Mr. Adventure Tour of New Zealand, they're all posted up at the edge.co.nz. Reece Darby, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. See ya.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint on the edge.
We want to know how whipped your friends are. If you've got that friend that is just so annoyingly whipped and you need to vent about it, then we would love to hear your stories on 0800 The Edge or by texting us to 3343. Because if you've seen Shakira's new music video for her song Can't Remember to Forget You with Rihanna, and she has decided, in that video, they pretty much make out. They pretty much have lady loving.
Shakira and Rihanna.
Yeah. It's,
I haven't seen this video.
haven't you? Oh, it's
weird how
full on.
I haven't watched it either. It's weird how we heard about it.
Yeah.
But like sexy stuff on the internet has just become so big that something like this just kind of washes over you.
It's
know?
like the new thing for pop stars.
Every new video gets more and more naked and more
Yeah.
sexy.
Don't wear pants, pretend you're a lesbian, rub up and down on another girl, and then take an Instagram picture of you smoking weed. That's like the code to being a pop star at the
We're pretty
moment.
desensitized these days, eh?
Yeah, I'm really
Totally.
desensitized.
But the people, everyone that saw this music video thought that Shakira was doing this with Rihanna just to get hits, you know, the whole tits get hits thing. But the reason that she had to use Rihanna as the love interest in her music video is because her husband has banned her from having hot, sexy men in her music videos and having a love interest, because now they've got a child together and they're married. She's just like not allowed to have them anymore. And so she thought, well, if I can't just always be by myself, so I've got Rihanna, may as well just make out with Rihanna.
Yeah.
That's really weird. Who's her husband that says he can do this to her?
He's
got a lot of pull, obviously.
He's this guy that's been with her forever, and he's
any-
quite an important person. She used to date like this prince. I'm not 100% sure if it's still the
A
same
prince?
guy. Yeah.
So
But I'm
don't
not-
have sexy men in your music video, Shakira,
Yes.
because, yeah.
Your husband doesn't want you. How whipped are you? If you're a
Yeah,
pop
that's pretty
star,
whipped, yeah.
If you're a pop star, you're going to be having that sort of stuff in your music videos, and you are going to have a love interest. It's like saying to an actress, you're not allowed to play any romantic roles. You can't have a love interest in the movie.
It's funny also how when, like, that is whipped, you're right, but it's more the other way around. Like, it's more when a girl tells a guy, you're whipped. Like,
That's normally the way it goes.
That's whipped. But the other way around, when I heard that story, I was like, wow, he sounds like a control freak.
Yeah.
He sounds like he's... But I
It's
guess
more
it's whipped
funny when
either
it's
way.
a girl doing it to a guy.
Yeah, yeah. But ring us in with your whipped ass mates.
And we got Greg on the line. Who's your friend, Greg?
Greg, are you there?
Oh, Greg's got scared about dobbing his friend in. Are you there, Greg?
No.
No, we have got a whole lot of people lined
His
up on the
missus
phone,
said, don't
though.
you dob him in.
And first of all, we are going to go to Vera. Vera, who do you want to dob in?
My friend Sarah.
Why? What does Sarah do?
Well, she basically just goes to work, goes home, and hangs out with her boyfriend every day. That's it. Doesn't come out.
I can't stand those girls that get boyfriends and then it takes you about 10 attempts to have coffee until they actually hang out with you.
Yeah, she takes actually longer than that.
She sounds terrible. Well,
Weird when people change, right? Like,
You changed, bro.
yeah.
you've changed.
You've changed, bruh. All right, and some more phone calls.
Kyle, what is the name of your friend for the whipped files?
My friend's name is George.
And what
Yes.
does George do?
He is that whipped. Like the other day, we went to get a loaf of bread from the shopping market. He literally got 6 texts from his missus saying it doesn't take that long to go to the shopping market.
Oh.
Who are you with? It's now got to the point that we can't even go anywhere without his phone constantly ringing
Wow.
or getting buzzed.
Does George
He-
have
Crazy.
Does George have a history of playing up? Like, does he have a bad rep with his missus or something?
No, he's actually a really good dude, but his missus has just got the whip. And, like, we look over the horizon and we see a black whip coming, and we know it. And I'm like, here comes that whip, George.
Oh, God.
Kyle, you've dobbed him in well and truly. Thank you, mate. Sorry, I was cracking my whip sound effect again. Some text messages.
Who are you?
People are just texting and just dobbing in their mates, eh? People
Yeah.
are texting in all caps locks. Tim Gavigan is more whipped than bakery cream. Sucked in, Tim Gavigan. You've been outed. My friend does everything for her boyfriend. Cooks, cleans, and makes his lunch. My jaw dropped when he came home the other day and he hadn't eaten his orange because she hadn't cut it up for him.
No.
That is unbelievable. Other people are just texting in things like, my mate is so whipped, he goes out on dates and he like just sounds like a good boyfriend, if anything.
Yeah.
You know? There's a difference between being whipped and being a good boyfriend.
Yeah.
By the way, update, she's married to a footballer from Barcelona called Gerard Piqué, pronounced PK.
Oh, that's Shakira's husband. So that is the whipped files.
Thank you
And
for contributing to the whipped files.
I hope people feel better now.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint. Edge.
Dude. That's breaking bacon news because I am very excited. One of my favourite meats, sorry vegetarians, bacon has gone to a new level. If you don't like bacon and you're a meat eater, then
I could take or leave bacon. I picked such a bad time. Just as you're saying we can't be friends, I had to chip that in there. I reckon it's overrated.
Oh, okay, chill out, mate.
Oh,
I feel like I've shot you right now. I feel real bad. I'm sorry. I apologise.
This is... Wow. Okay.
People feel, of all the meats, people feel most emotional about bacon.
It's all right.
I'm more into steak.
I'm not inviting you around to my bacon party now. So, anywho, back to the bacon. Bacon is one of the best smells in the world. If you need to get up and get out of bed and you sniff some bacon, you're like, yes! And you get downstairs to find that bacon.
I would run to the kitchen if I could smell bacon.
I would be like the cartoon, like on the Simpsons, when you're like flying through the air just following your nose.
Oh, like Pepe Le Pew, whenever he smelt that sweet, sweet scent of female skunk.
Yes. I just love it so much. And there is a new app to help you get out of bed that is to do with bacon. Now, if you've got an iPhone, you can plug this thing into the bottom of your phone, and then you get the bacon app, and you set your alarm clock. And so you set your alarm, and when you're supposed to get up, you're like, oh no, alarm time, this is the worst. But not now with the bacon app, because when your alarm goes off, it sends out the scent of freshly cooked bacon. So in your room, you'll be like waking up, you're like, no, I don't want to get out of bed, and you're like, what was that? Is that bacon? And then you run downstairs and you'll go and you'll have bacon in the fridge. You cook some bacon. It's got you out of bed.
The future is now. Finally, we have cracked this, you know?
Disappointing because you wake up to the smell of bacon and there's not actually any bacon, though.
No, but you could just be prepared because you know you've got the bacon app. So you have some bacon in the fridge. And so you go downstairs and just cook your bacon. It gets you out of bed. It makes you remember that, yes, I've got bacon in the fridge, and that's what we're doing right now.
Like bacon motivation.
Bacon motivation. That is an amazing.
Is this a real thing that you've made up, or is this like
No, this is it's a real invention.
Really?
How much does it cost?
I don't know. I haven't. There's no price point. It's just that it's a new invention, and it wakes you up.
What scientist? You're clearly a genius. You got to be like a PhD genius to figure something like this out, I reckon. Who's the person who's spending their time focusing on making a bacon smell come out on an iPhone?
If you would like to play phone sex with us this afternoon, give us a call now, 0800 The Edge. This is the first time that we're having phone sex on this show, so call up now, 0800 The Edge. You have another bacon thing to say?
To answer your question, Guy, the best scientist in the world. And the next thing he's going to do is bottle Brad Pitt's manly smell.
I can't tell if you're really angry at me or not.
I am. Don't talk to me.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint on the Bloody Edge.
Someone on the show is having love issues, and they brought that to the brainstorm today, but said that they did not want to be named, and they did not want to be outed for who they are on the show. So, under the pseudonym of Charles...
Well, hello, Clint.
Good afternoon, Charles.
Hello, Clint. Hi, guys. Thanks for having me on the show.
Stop doing that stupid voice, Charles. Just use your own voice. So, Charles, tell us what your love dilemma is.
Charles, use your real voice.
Okay,
come on.
I'm going to use my real voice, yes. Okay, so I met someone on Tinder.
Yes.
And it's only been a week. And then she met my best friend yesterday.
Yes, that's nice.
Yeah, and then we went for high tea and stuff. And then when she went to the toilet, I said to my best friend, oh, I gave a key to my place to her. And her jaw just dropped.
What's your friend's problem with that if you're happy?
Well, she thinks it's too soon, in like 1 week. The reason why I gave the key to her, because I live in an apartment. Well, Charles lives in an apartment. And it's just really hard for Charles.
You are Charles. You don't need to third person it.
It's really hard for Charles to
The mask has been removed. It didn't take long. It just kind of flaked right off the face.
So what's your question, Charles?
Apparently it's too soon for Charles to give the keys to someone. After 1 week.
That is very, very soon.
The reason why, because she comes over almost every day. And it's just easier for her to come in, there's so much security.
Wait. Is the reason why you gave over your key a huge relationship step? You gave her a key to your apartment because you couldn't be bothered riding the elevator down to greet her every day?
Well, yeah, in a way, yeah.
Charles is very lazy.
Yeah, I know.
Are you just lying on the couch when she comes in? It's like, go over there, babe. Sit down, get yourself a drink.
Okay, Charles.
So what's your question?
Well, my friend thinks it's too soon. Giving a key to someone in 1 week.
I would have thought that was
Definitely,
too soon.
yeah.
I would have thought that it was.
You're an idiot, mate.
But I didn't say, hey, here's my key,
You've
move in.
screwed it up already.
Not if you know, though. Not if you know that Charles. Not if Charles is in love and Charles knows this is the one.
Because now it'd be awkward. Because I felt really awkward. Just this, like, should I ask for the key back or not?
No!
You can't go back. Oh, God.
No, there is no going back.
This guy's in trouble. I need some help.
Charles, some qualifying questions. So you met on Tinder. So you've only
Been a week.
You've been seeing each other for a week. So have you only known
Almost every night.
You've only been seeing each other for a week. You've only known each other for a week, or were you talking for a bit longer on Tinder?
Oh, over 2 weeks.
Okay, so it's a 3-week-old relationship.
Yeah.
And have you consummated the deal?
Can you explain the word consummated?
You know what it means.
You know what it means, Charles.
No, we only went first base.
just a wee pash, all right? And so we want you to help out Charles today by telling him if he is going too fast or is his friend just overreacting. So you can call us on 0800 The Edge or you can text us to 3343. I reckon it is a little too soon to be handing over your keys. Like, you should still be excited enough to see the person you're dating that you can just walk downstairs.
Yeah. And if he is going too fast, Charles, has he screwed it up? Like,
that's someone really worried. I can't screw it up. I screwed everything else.
Oh, Charles.
Good luck, Charles.
All right.
You are so cute. Are you crying?
No.
Give us a call. I know
Charles can't be serious for one moment in his life, eh? He almost had a sincere moment there, but he screwed it up.
Give us a call so we can help Charles out with his problems. Our mate who wishes to remain anonymous, Charles, is still here. Hello, Charles.
Yes, so I met someone on Tinder for 1 week, seeing her every night, and over the weekend gave her a key to my place.
You sound very familiar, Charles, by the way.
That's what I said. Apparently, I sound like that guy Chang who's on your show.
My God.
So we're putting it out there to people. It seems obvious that you are moving too fast.
Well, that's what my best friend says.
Yeah.
So,
we're not stupid. We wouldn't go, oh, is he really moving too fast? Well, it feels like you are, but we thought we'd put it out there just in case there is light at the end of this tunnel you're racing down very rapidly.
And I'm scared that I've ruined things for giving the key too early.
Yeah, so we're taking some phone calls on it.
0800 The Edge. Luke, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, way too fast there, Chang. Especially if you've only got space, mate.
It's Charles, look. It's Charles.
Oh, shit, sorry.
What was your advice, Luke?
Well, I think he's going to have to hide all this expensive stuff. You never know what she's going to be like, eh?
No, but the thing is that I think I've developed a thing over the years that I can read a person and she doesn't seem like that type of person.
But that's the most common thing that people have texted in is exactly what Luke said, is that it's a complete stranger you met on Tinder that she might rob your house.
That's why you have insurance.
No, that's why you don't give out a key after a week.
Thanks for your advice, Luke. Yeah, it's all good. I've got insurance as long as I get laid. Sam, what do you think?
That's what it feels like.
Hey.
Hey, Sam.
So, did you get a key to her house?
No.
Oh, that's a very good question.
Ooh.
No, I haven't been to her house yet.
So you don't even know where she lives?
I know basically around the area she lives.
What?
You know the area.
He got lost when he was following her home.
Either that or she doesn't want you to know her house, so you can't follow her back when she's stolen all your stuff.
Wouldn't it be quite awkward if you asked for the key back?
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah, that would be awkward. There is kind of no going back, eh, Sam?
Pretty much. I mean, you're kind of screwed unless you change your lock.
Would you be freaked out if a guy gave you the keys a week after you started dating, Sam?
I'm kind of be a bit like, what's going on here? Like, I'm not giving you a key to my house.
Yeah. We're going to be married in a month. That's awesome.
Whoa.
Thanks for your call,
the
Sam.
reason why I gave the key, again, I have to remind you, because I live in an apartment block. She came over almost every day. It was just easy access in and out of my property.
It's easy access. You gave her easy access into your house, and she's giving you no access into
anything.
her house.
The text machine's blowing up. Someone's written, you screwed things up 1 week, 1 week in. Too soon, dumbass.
Too soon, dumbass.
We've got Laura on the phone, so maybe let's get the other side of the coin. Laura, what is your advice for Charles?
I reckon Charles should go for it.
Really?
Not too soon at all.
Yeah. Have you got some experience in this?
Yeah, so me and my partner had known each other 2 weeks and we moved in together, and now we've been together for nearly 8 years and we're getting married next year.
Oh, congratulations. But would your partner have been as, I don't know, creepy as Charles?
He's a bit of a creep sometimes.
All right. Oh, well, that's good.
Did he ask you to move in with him?
No, well, it was sort of like I was moving into a new flat and he was looking to move into a new flat, so we just mutually decided that we might as well move in together.
Oh, okay.
Well, it all worked out in the end.
It has all worked out in the end.
That's one positive one in a torrent full of hate.
But the thing is that I'm not telling her to move
Stop
in.
trying to defend yourself, mate. You can't. The text machine is saying that you're a moron.
It's not. Yeah, that's why I'm really scared. After my best friend said it to me yesterday, I was like, "Oh, I might have screwed this
Someone
up."
texted,
But then
I'm pretty.
again, your best friend is a single girl, so maybe she's jealous.
I'm pretty sure this girl will know who Charles is when she listens to this. Won't Charles, talking about everything on national radio, make it awkward? Charles sounds like a douche lord. Bring back Chang.
No. She's actually working until 6:30, so she won't believe.
Shut up, Charles. They have radios at people's jobs, you tosser.
They give me your help with Charles's love life.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. On the Edge.
Bad news, guys.
What's the news?
The banana apocalypse is coming.
Oh, no.
Banana apocalypse.
The Timaru Herald is reporting a national shortage of bananas is coming for us. The Timaru Herald broke the story. They say that it's caused by a cyclone and a mechanical fault on board a ship en route to New Zealand, and shockwaves are being felt throughout the South Canterbury region as we speak. Yesterday, a telephone survey found that bananas are few and far between in South Canterbury. The only supermarket with bananas was Countdown. So if you're in Timaru right now, get to Countdown because that's the only place with bananas in the whole Timaru. The shortage is sweeping the entire nation. No more bananas. No, think of that. Think of right now how important bananas are to you. You know, you use them in banana splits.
Yes.
That's the only one I can think of at the moment. They're in pyjamas sometimes.
Banana on toast.
You can stick them up your bum if you need something. No, wait, no. I was going to say, do people do that? Is that a sign?
It sounds like a talent.
They can't
that
do
you're
that
telling
anymore
us.
because there's no more bananas left to do that.
If she's a carrot.
Yeah,
We
there's
don't
plenty
need
of
to
good
talk about
substitutes.
that, guys. Get your mind out
Well,
of the
we got to
gutter.
think about these things when we are at a big shortage at the moment. If you are in Timaru at the moment, word is that Mountain View on the Spot Dairy, Judith Kitchen, has said that she sold her last 3 bananas for $1 each. Although while she was speaking to the Timaru Herald, Miss Kitchen found 2 more. So there's 2 more bananas at the Mountain View on the Spot Dairy.
Oh, what's your thoughts on this, Kitty?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like in Wellington, I work in a fruit shop, and like they were all selling out really quickly, and everyone was worried, and they're like, "Oh, you've got the last bananas." I'm so glad.
Is this a real thing?
Yeah,
People are actually
I had to
freaking out
explain
about
it
it.
to, like 10 customers yesterday.
Wow.
So, because at the moment I've noticed when I've gone to Burger Fuel that there's been kumara fries. They don't have any of them because there's no kumaras around.
Kumara fry shortage.
Is there a kumara and banana apocalypse going on, or just apocalypse of bananas? Kitty, you're my fruit specialist.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about kumaras.
She can't say.
They're kind of average.
She's been
All right.
sworn to secrecy.
But do you know?
The Kumara cops.
Do you know if you're going to get another load of bananas?
No, none at all. That's the last shipment they had. Like, they were all brown and everyone was still buying them.
Everyone is going to be
I
pumped.
hate brown bananas.
I can confirm that I bought some from Countdown in Auckland last night, so they are still available there.
Green, yellow, or brown?
Quite greeny. I will confirm that I have a bunch at my house, and if anyone wants to buy them, I'm selling them for $15 a banana. Gonna make a lot of money.
It was funny because Megan from the Worktable also, she was the one that told me about the banana apocalypse, and she was like, "No,
New Zealand tonight.
my favourite fruit."
Look to the skies as the 7 horsemen of the banana apocalypse ride across the skies as we face our biggest banana crisis in years.
Look, guys, just have a bloody apple and quit your whinging.
It's a real thing. We didn't make the banana apocalypse up.
First world problems.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. On the Edge.
Gossip. Scandal. Romance. Sexy. News. Clint and the Glossies.
Welcome to it, the weekly feature where we dive headfirst into the week's glossy magazines. Me, Clint, your guide through the wonderful world of tabloid magazines, will wrap up the big stories that you need to know about. This week I've got a selection of 3 different magazines.
We've done this segment about 5 times now, and we've yet to touch on one story that anyone needs to know about.
Wow, this is kind of my issue this week.
We've never covered the Ukraine and Clint and the Glossies, let's be honest.
Well, the Ukraine has not made the cover of New Idea yet.
You try finding a page in a local magazine when Benji Marshall's in it every week.
Has New Idea ever had a new idea?
I don't think so. This week, I could admit, there's not a lot of stories going around, so bear with me on these ones. The first magazine we're going into is the New Idea magazine. Mitchell McClenahan's on the cover, the black cap. Do you guys know him?
No.
He's done a story with his new girlfriend, Renee Brown is her name. The headline for Mitchell McClenahan, the black cap, and his new love is bowled over by love.
That is really clever.
I think that is the same one they've used for every single cricketer.
It must have taken them a year to come up with that, but when they did, they're like, we've struck pure gold.
And when they finally have a gay black cap, it'll be like batting for the other team. I want
look
to
forward
trade
to
my
that
bat.
day. Yeah.
Breaking news and New Idea this week: Lady Gaga and Lea Michele are the same age. They're only 5 months apart. They're a good one.
How is that? What news is that? When did they? That's not breaking news. They've always been the same age since they were born.
Also, Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi having a surprise baby. The weird bit about that is, can't be that much of a surprise, can it? If it's Ellen and Portia.
Maybe it's a surprise for the world, like surprise having a baby, because they've always said they'd never have a baby.
All right, and the NW.
Wait, where's the baby coming from?
Exactly, so it can't be that much of a surprise. They must have put some forward planning into it.
The stalk.
NW, Justin Bieber's on the cover. Apparently he's been in a 2-year relationship with Miley Cyrus. That's not the story, though. The story is Khloe Kardashian and rapper The Game getting together. They have exposed that Kim went there first, and they've used the disgusting headline, Khloe takes Kim's sloppy seconds.
Dear NW, welcome to the Edge scandal last week.
Also, speaking of the Edge scandal last week, they're reporting that John and Katy Perry's wedding is in crisis.
I really don't want them to break up. I love them as a couple.
I thought you told us in Scandal they have broken up.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still hoping that it's not true.
So the story's so far pretty bleak. We're looking to the Women's Weekly to save the day.
Good luck with that.
These are the stories I got. A big story about New Zealand's biggest and favourite Stevie Nicks from Fleetwood Mac impersonator.
What? Oh, is that an impersonator?
Yeah, it's not really her.
Oh, when they covered Stevie Nicks, I was like, God, this is old news. And then it's not even Stevie Nicks, it's an impersonator.
And the kicker from the Women's Weekly this week, a delicious recipe from celebrity chef Simon Gault for pesto. Hey, pesto is the headline for that article.
Of course it is.
The New Zealand Women's Weekly, I feel like it's derogatory to women to have it in the title. Like, these are things that women care about. And Oscar's red carpet report and Kerry's little wedding, I'm getting married, ... again. Plus, bonus, knit this cute cushion. And there's a photo of a cushion. If this is what's going on in your life, I don't know what to say to that. I can't. It's not a good representation of women. The big story you missed, though, is the NW story of Seal playing in the park with his kids, and they called the story "Big Seal of Approval."
Hey, hey, that's Clint and the Glossies.
Great.
Sorry.
Informative, educational.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint on the Edge.
There are some shockingly dodgy flats around, well, and houses actually that families live in too around New Zealand, and they're inhabitable because there is a housing shortage, I suppose, and people will pay just for somewhere to live, especially if it's in a cool place. On the weekend, we did a flat 40 from Wellington. What was the place in Wellington we were? Was it
Kelburn?
Kelburn. And cool flat, cool bunch of dudes. You might have heard us broadcasting from there on Saturday.
Amazing view across the city.
Beautiful view as this late 1800s, early 1900s house.
Yeah, a few small problems with it besides the view.
It was perched on the edge of quite a major hill/cliffside.
Shout out to Wellington for their ongoing commitment to earthquake safety.
This house had been kitted out with a bunch of furniture as part of the prizes they won, and they had a 42-inch LCD TV mounted on the wall. And I said to Jesse, one of the guys that lived there, I said, mate, great TV, but it's not quite straight. Like, if you looked at it, you could see that it was on a bit of a lean. He goes, no, that's the thing. The TV is not on a lean. The TV is completely level. The house is on a lean.
Amazing.
And the house was sloping to the left. So if you had the choice of either having the TV at spirit level, which meant that it looked like it was crooked because of the line that the roof was running on, or you have the TV crooked So it looks like it's level, but then the house is off centre. This house was so old and so run down and on the verge of falling over. They had it looking very nice for us. They cleaned it.
It was beautiful.
But it just got me thinking, like, the landlord is charging, and apparently the landlord gets $2,000 a week for this place. That if there was an earthquake, it would fall like a house of cards.
It's right on a cliff as well.
That's the weird bit.
You're just going to fall down that
cliff.
cliff.
And it's Wellington. It's not like it's a place that isn't prone to earthquakes, you know?
Yeah, it's very strange. But people live in third world flat conditions. Well, maybe not third world, but let's be honest. Vicky, tell us about your mate's place.
Well, she's continuously taking in, like, refugees, pretty much anyone who doesn't have a home.
Yeah.
Got someone living in her lounge and all sorts. And the main thing in her house is in the winter, when she lights the fire, all the smoke comes in because the glass on her fire's never been replaced. It's just ridiculous because it's so cold in Christchurch.
Does she have to light the fire?
Well, it's too cold otherwise. Have you been in Christchurch in winter before?
It's freezing.
It is horrible.
It's
freezing, and they won't put a heat pump in, and it's been affected by the quake, so the roof leaks as well. So there's like buckets everywhere, and it's crazy.
It's horrible.
I lived in a house,
and she can't afford wood either, so they just burn pizza boxes. They collect them all through the summer, and they just burn pizza boxes. They've got this massive
No wonder
stack of them.
it's so smoky then.
Give about 45 seconds worth of heat. The cheese might sustain it for another 15 seconds. I lived in a house in Christchurch that had a rotten roof, and the roof fell in and landed in the bath.
Amazing.
So we couldn't use the bath or the bathroom because there was no roof in there.
Oh, I'm so glad I haven't had to have any of these bad flooding experiences. But I'm glad that I'm not glad, but I'm sure there'll be heaps more of them. So if you want to call through with that, go to 0800 The Edge or text us to 3343.
Especially at this time of the year with all the new students going to university, like it's just been a week. People have just moved into these houses that probably looked great on Trade Me, and now you've got there and there's no wall or no roof or something.
The flat that we broadcast in Christchurch gets so cold, it's so expensive to heat,
Yeah.
that they have a bet at the start of the year that the first person to turn the heat pump on has to buy a keg for the entire flat because it's too expensive to actually heat the place. Louis, tell us about yours.
Well, we live in this place in Mangawai, and it's got no power, and there's a long drop. There's no shower, so when we need to wash, we have to swim in the estuary. And there's this bloody neighbour's dog that comes across.
Yeah.
That steals our food.
Oh.
But
if we leave the meat out to defrost, and the bloody dog will maul it.
Are you renting this place, or because if you're renting it?
No, well, it's my parents' place, so
okay.
we do a little bit of building work every now and then, and we don't have to pay rent.
But you could put power
What are
if
you
you
complaining
wanted
about?
to.
Then you don't have to pay rent.
Louis, I think you might have got the feature a little confused, mate.
No, well,
he doesn't have a
power
shower.
costs a lot of money to put in, you know.
All right.
Well, Louis, I would find that hard. I mean, he doesn't have a shower. Shannon, tell us about yours.
Hi, I lived in Awakuni, and we lived in a house that was from the early 30s and had nothing done to it.
Mm.
And our sink used to leak onto our wooden floorboards, and came out one night, and my flatmate had brought a girl home, and she was waist deep in floorboards.
A girl,
she didn't know where to stand.
And a girl fell through your floorboards.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Did he still get a pash though?
Yeah, I think so.
That is bad.
He can be the hero. It's a good situation because you're the hero who rescued her from the floorboards.
I know. But the worst thing was that we paid like $800 a week for this house, and then the floorboards didn't even get fixed, so we just had a giant hole in the floor.
Amazing.
That is a deal breaker. If I went home with a dude and I fell through his floor, I'm out of here.
Deal breaker.
Access denied.
Access not granted. Shaz dog going home.
Shaz dog says no. Call me a cab.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint on the Edge.
There you go. That's the podcast. Guy, Sharyn, and Clint. Just going back to the intro where Sharyn was all Jesus is just all right with me.
If I had to choose between powerful men of who I'd hook up with, it'd be a tie between Obama and Jesus.
Oh God.
Okay, give me. Okay, so you know how you think Jesus, that picture of Jesus is hot, and you're going with the picture of the beard and the hair.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I would like to see him with a man bun.
Do you know where the idea of what Jesus looks like comes from?
Where? I don't know.
You want to see Jesus with a Benny T-Benny man bun?
Yeah. And some skinny jeans.
Somebody in the 50s went to Bethlehem and was taking photos of all these religious attractions. Like apparently this is where he was born. This is the manger apparently. And she got her film back. and there was a watermark on one of the photos that, if you looked at the silhouette in the right way, it made up a picture of Jesus' face. And she was like, it made a picture of a man's face with a beard and long hair. And it kind of matched the description of what they'd talked about, him looking in the Bible. And she was like, Jesus Christ. And she didn't say that because she was religious. She was like, oh my goodness. Jesus has just spoken to me through my camera and given me a photo of himself. And from there, they've derived every idea of what Jesus, from movies to paintings in churches to all those things.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Amazing.
In the 50s.
So I think it was the 50s.
Surely it would be way earlier
Some
than
of the facts
that.
are a bit... it sounds about right.
That's my thing. Like, how did someone write a diary that someone found after Christ?
It's called the Bible.
But who wrote it?
The apostles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do we know the...
That's why it's called like the Book of John and stuff. John wrote it.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny.
Oh,
Old mate.
I thought John was just like a mate of God.
That's a lot of Bible chat for this week. I don't even know if John is one of the books.
You know it is.
It is the Book of John. The Book of
Which
Paul.
one was were they as hot as Jesus? Were they like a hot group?
Oh my God.
Thank you. That's enough Bible talk for today. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. We really appreciate it.
I'm not being like religionist. What's like the racist?
Sacrilegious, what
I'm
Guy
not
was
being.
saying.
Yeah. No, I'm not being that. I'm
We're
genuinely
definitely
interested.
not. Thanks so much for listening. Goodbye.
The Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast.